All right,
Okay.
sweet. We are in business, Isaac, for the third time. Would you like to tell everyone why we're here?
Yes. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Isaac Vega, and we are the wonderful Rose Gauntlet Games. Great at making games, not great at running Twitch channels. But we are going to do our best. So I'm joined by the wonderful Lindsay Rode. Hello, Lindsay.
Hello.
And the wonderful Josh McCurry, who is our marketing manager. Hi, Josh. Oh, no. Are you doing this on
No,
purpose?
that was a joke.
No,
That was
are you,
a
oh
joke.
my God, Josh, why did you do that?
All right, and we're going to be playing Wild Gardens today. So if you guys haven't heard yet, which you better have if you're here watching us, Wild Gardens is currently on BackerKit. You can back it for the next, we have 14 days, 13 days left?
We have, I think, 14 days left.
Only
13 days. We have 13 days left.
Only
And also,
13 days.
they're requesting, can you bring the mic a little bit closer to your
All right.
voice box,
How
Isaac?
about this? Is this close
Yeah, that should
enough
help
for
fix
my
it.
voice box?
Yeah.
I can also raise the volume a little bit.
You're getting
Hopefully that's
quieter.
good. Am I still getting quieter? am I good now? Is everything good now?
That's better, yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Did it.
Okay, good. All right.
Isaac likes to slap the mic away when he's done with meetings.
Just done.
Tends to
I'm
swivel
done.
away.
All right. Well, hopefully that's the last of our Twitch problems. Probably not. We'll see. But you guys can go ahead and join us for the wonderful ride. So today we're going to be playing through Wild Gardens, which is our latest game. Like I said, it's already on BackerKit, 13 days left to back, so definitely go check it out. I'm not going to be doing a whole how to play rundown. We're just going to go ahead and dive right in. But if you guys want to check out a full, more detailed how to play, the wonderful Before You Play did a video for us, as well as the wonderful Board Game Garden did a preview video for us on our BackerKit page that you can check out there. So we're going to go ahead and start off. Lindsay has decided to be the blue player today.
Yeah, because there's a dog and I need a dog.
Exactly. And I'm going to be playing as the purple player over here. We're going to go ahead and be starting off by gaining our forager meeples. Now these are going to be cut out in the final game. Obviously we're playing on Tabletopia, which is a digital version of the game that is only used for playtesting. So there are definitely things that are going to be different in the physical copies. If you want to check out some really nice renders of how things are going to be laid out, you can go to our BackerKit page and see that there too. But we're going to be utilizing these forager meeples that we're going to be placing on the board. I'm going to be starting off as the first player. So I'm going to take the little first player token here and place my forager meeple on the space that is adjacent to the statue, the starting space statue. Now the rest of the players in clockwise order can then go ahead and place either next to me before or after on one of the path boards. So Lindsay, go ahead and choose where you'd like to place your forager.
I think I'll hang out in Mushroom Kingdom down here, near the water.
And if any of you all have any questions about the game, want to know more about the game throughout the stream, feel free to interrupt and ask us any questions. I'm going to try to be zooming in as much as possible on certain things so you guys can go ahead and get a good view of what's going on in the game.
Perfect. Amanda Panda is asking when we're going to stream with her again.
Anytime.
And I said soon. I already committed.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. We absolutely love to. You are a charming, wonderful human being, and we love being with you. When are we going to hang out in person again? That's what I'd
probably soon. Con season's coming.
Con season is a coming. All right, so just so you guys know, this is going to be our victory point track. We all have a little pollinator token here that we're going to be moving along the track in order to track our victory points. And this is our jar token, which is another way of gaining victory points that we're going to be moving on these jars here. And we'll explain a little bit how to get those points as we score them throughout the game. A big part of the game is that you are trying to gain as many victory points as possible in order to win. And you're going to be doing that by completing different recipes. In order to complete these recipes, you need to move around the board to forage different ingredients and gain those to be able to cook these wonderful recipes. And then what do you do with those wonderful recipes? Well, you go ahead and invite some amazing guests to dinner, and you're going to be bringing them into your play area as well. And they're going to give you victory points as well as cool abilities. So I'm going to go ahead and start us off with the first game. Now, you're going to be utilizing different action tokens here. It's kind of like a worker placement, but you have your own little worker board here that you're going to be able to do different things with. So I really want to go ahead and try to cook this wild ginger syrup right now. I think that's a good thing to go for. So I'm going to go ahead and try to forage some roots. So I'm going to move one space.
Now, Isaac, I just want to ask, do we get the Denver location?
Oh, yes. All caught up in my Twitch thing. I need to start off in the beginning of the game and tell you what location we're at and get our little location bonus. So the very first thing that happens after we've done the setup is that we're going to go ahead and activate the location that we're currently at. So at the beginning of this trip, we play over 2 trips during the game. Players may choose to gain one of each of the following ingredients, or 3 of a single one. I'm going to go ahead, and this is in player order. I'm going to go ahead and choose to get 3 leaves.
3 leaves. Oh, let me look at these. What do we have? Flowers, leaves, nuts.
What about you?
Oh, this is a really tough nothing. I'm gonna get one of each. One of each.
There are 12 different locations in the game. They all display this beautiful art done by the wonderful Liz Minold. I highly suggest checking out her Twitter or Instagram. She does some amazing pieces, and you can check them out there. And obviously our backer kit page, where a whole bunch of stuff is displayed as well.
I should get 3 leaves too. Okay, well I'm glad I'm not going after whatever the leaves are. That's good to know.
Well, my thing is there's no there's no recipes with the nuts right now. There's one with the purple flower.
All right.
I did grab a purple flower.
Cool.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, this is the first time we've shown off the gameplay for Wild Gardens officially to the public.
This is the first time
this is
a whole how to play or complete playthrough is going on. However, there's some other playthroughs coming up, isn't there, Josh?
Oh, yes. So everybody that subscribed to our emails should have received one talking about the Brothers Murph is going to be on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then that will be followed by, not this Sunday, that would be Easter Sunday, right? So the Sunday after will be Board Game Garden, and they will be streaming a special solo mode playthrough. So that'll be pretty cool, because as much as this is our first time having a lot of people see this, that'll be the first time I believe anybody has seen solo mode actually played through live.
Right, as well. And we'll try to go ahead and restream it through our channel as well as share it on our social medias as too. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with my first turn. I am going to go ahead and activate this section of my player board. And the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move equal to the number that's on my action token. So I get to move 1 space. So I'm going to decide we never can land in any of the other spaces that the other players are in. So I'm going to go ahead and hop over Josh by moving 1 space. And I'm going to go ahead and forage this ingredient right here, 1 roots, and place it into my ingredient section. Cool. And that is the completion of my turn. Now, if I had other skills and things here, I could activate different abilities, but I don't quite have those skills yet. But maybe someone else will get some skills before me. We'll see what happens here. How about you, Lindsay? It's on to your turn.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting skills. I love skills. All right, so I'm going to do 2, and I'm going to put it on my research. So I skip over you. 1, 2. Now I am next to a flower space, so I'm going to go ahead and check out the flower book.
So she's checking out this book here from the library.
And then I grab this token, and I can put this token anywhere on my player board. And then when I do that action in the future, I will get to do this as well. And I think I'm going to put this on cooking. And every time
Sweet, and I'll go
I cook, if I'm next to a leaf place. Thank you. So that should get me additional points in the future, which I have found in my home play test. That crushed it. So I'm coming for you, Isaac. I'm coming for you.
All right, awesome. So that was her action there, and I'm going to go ahead and refresh this. Now you'll notice that there is an empty book space now. So now the only way to get this skill icon is by checking out this book. All right, on to your turn, Josh. What are you going to do with your turn?
Yeah, so I'm thinking here that's going to move to... And I also really am into the skills, but I don't like the way you guys went. I thought there's no way.
I want to go down different way. It's going down different way.
Now, these two skill icons are, when you activate them, it's whatever's shown face up here, right?
Yeah, so this lets you gain the main ingredient next time you take that action. So you'll be gaining a nut or seed right here off the top, and it will be represented by this pine nut.
Yeah, see, I need the sure thing. That's too much chaos in my life. I'm going to be taking this... berry book.
Yeah, so he was able to check out the berry book because he's adjacent to one of the berries here on the board. And then he's going to gain that skill.
This guy.
That's not a bad play. Mushrooms are pretty common.
Now I can put this anywhere I want. Right?
Anywhere on your player board.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Cool. Then we'll go ahead and refresh the skills here with a new skill. Cool. All right, on back to my turn, so I can go ahead and decide to move and gain something as well. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and see if I can go ahead and... Can't quite cook anything yet, so I'm going to see if I can gain a skill as well. I'm going to go ahead and move 1, 2... I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. I am next to a mushroom here, so I'm going to go ahead and check out this book.
No.
And gain this skill.
Right.
And I'm going to put that over here.
Well, maybe something good will come out.
Cooking. Well, there's another one of those for you right there.
I already drew it for you, Isaac. I'm already on top of it. Nice snap point there. All right, can you take care of the spam that just entered into our chat while I do this epic next turn?
Wow. We're popular enough that people want to advertise in here.
Looking for just we haven't streamed in a long time, and
we see
right away they're like, "Oh, look at the back. Let's hit them."
I mean, it might be a good offer. I don't know.
That's true, Josh. Look into it. All right, so I'm going to move 1. I'm going to be researching again because I really want to get this engine up and running. I can hold 2 books on my board, so I'm going to go do that. But I am full now, so now that I have 2 books, I'll have to check them back in before I can get more upgrades with my skill tokens. And this one, I'm going to add to my foraging. So now when I forage, I'll be able to forage whatever's on the back of the deck too. But that is not the right way, Lindsay. Go
That's
back.
Perfect.
Go.
Just write it at an angle. Make it as messy as possible.
Oh my god, I don't know how angles work.
All right. I'm going to move 1. And, let me refill the bag here, right? Drop that bad boy. That's a good icon.
Good. That's a really good icon.
That changes.
That is when you forage, you can forage again, which is really great engine building for this game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that in mind, I'm gonna go here. Check out my second book. which is going to have to be turned all weird, and that's okay. And
it should have a snap point for you. There you go.
There we go. I like that kind of disorganized.
It is fun. It's the fun difference between playing it on Tabletopia and playing it in real life.
Oh, that's not what
you're just struggling to try to get that token turned the right direction.
Yeah, yep. I thought it would be fun to have it turn the wrong way, and
I'm just really glad it's not just me that really
this
struggles understanding angles.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if this really messes anybody up in the chat. But everything is just freaking angled. We'll see how you like that.
Why are you doing that? Oh my god! Why would you do that to us?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna not look at your board. I'm just gonna clip that part from the screen.
That's good. That's part of the strategy. That's what I was going for.
All right, Isaac, what are you going to do?
All right, I'm going to reopen the chat window on OBS that I destroyed. And now I'm going to go ahead and take my turn. So I'm going to go ahead and move. I want to go ahead.
No, I feel like I should be planning. What am I going to cook?
So I know what I want, but can't quite get there yet. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and reserve. I'm going to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. And I'm going to go ahead and just reserve this wild ginger syrup. Now, you guys can go ahead and see here that next to the study action, you can also either choose to reserve. So that's the little mustache dude right here. And I went ahead and decided that, you know what, I want to go ahead and reserve the wild ginger syrup so no one else can cook it before me.
It's a good move.
It's mine.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm glad you're showing off the reserve because I can't. It just feels like it's like against my nature to reserve.
too inefficient.
I can't do it. I can't. It seems like a smart move. It burned me the last time I played, and like I just can't do it.
This is okay. Yep, we're gonna go for it. All right, so gonna go 4 on forage. While I take this turn, Isaac, do you want to talk about why you decided to make a game about foraging?
Yeah, so during COVID, like many of us, I turned a lot to social media to be able to kind of just like, hey, like get some semblance of, hey, what's going on in the world and feeling less and less isolated. So what was really cool is that during that time period, I started following a lot of people that were talking about foraging, home planting, understanding how to grow plants, talking about the lore of plants, things like that. And that was just so engaging to me, and I really, really appreciated it. So much so that I started implementing some of those tactics into my own life. And just kind of like really getting a lot of joy in a time period of my life that I felt I had very little joy to cling to was really, really amazing to me. And I thought, hey, why aren't there more games kind of exploring these themes, talking about foraging, giving people a little bit of magic and talking about how food brings people together. And I just felt like I really wanted to design something that helped represent those themes and kind of spread a little bit more of the joy in the hobby that gave me so much. So that's where Wild Gardens was born. I decided to go ahead and try doing that. I went ahead and presented you with some scribblings and some thoughts.
You did.
After one crazy night of figuring out how the game would work, and decided to bring it to PAX East last year, and not last year now. 2 years ago.
It was
now.
2 years ago. Yeah.
Or not PAX East, PAX Unplugged. And we showed it to a few people. They really enjoyed it, and since then we kind of decided, hey, this is a great next step for our company, and we kept working on it, and here we are. So we've really enjoyed the process. It's been a magical game to create, a really great healing process for me after such a long time of isolation and just craziness that everyone was going through during that time, and still people are suffering through the repercussions of that time period. But yeah, I just really wanted to make something that I could reflect on during that period that did give me joy, because I know that kind of talking about that time period for a lot of people is going to be sad, and I wanted something to hold on to that was going to be good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn, yes. No, you're totally fine.
Quick.
I don't want to interrupt that beautiful statement. It was so heartfelt, so cool.
All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and burn my wild movement and go ahead and move. Let's see. I'm going to move 2 spaces.
So what Isaac's doing is one of the action tokens has a 1 through 4 on it, and that's essentially allowed. You can use it to move any distance you want.
So I'm going to move 1 giant skip over you 2, and then a second space, and I'm going to go ahead and get my last root that I need for my ingredients so I can make my syrup. All right, on to your turn, Lindsay.
No, that's cool. That's cool, Isaac. That's just where I was going to go. No big deal. Don't worry about it.
I won't.
I can tell you're not. All right, I'm also going to do my movement. I'm going to forage again. I'm going to choose 1 for my wild. So I'm just going to go right here. And I'm going to get a mushroom. I don't have one of those yet. I'm going for a broad spectrum of ingredients. And then I also, because of my skill token here, get the back of the ingredient deck, which is currently a bark. So I will grab that and throw it in my pile. And that is my turn.
Got a lot of bark there, Lindsay. What are you up to?
I have a lot of bark, which I wasn't thinking was going to be useful, but a lot of bark seems to be showing up all of a sudden, so I'm pretty pleased.
All right.
I'm going to return my library books.
This is the struggle turn right here. This is how it starts. It's like I start getting revved up and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I moving towards?
Like every Euro, you're like,
yeah.
Why did I build the engine like this?
It's all gone. All the strategy went away. Okay. Wow.
One of my favorite things about this game too is the guest cards. So as we start cooking our recipes, we'll start serving them to guests who are going to give us more unique special powers. And when we told Liz for the art, I think, Isaac, you just had names, right? And like, basic kind of ideas of what the characters are going to be.
Yeah, I sent her a whole bunch of different reference pieces from different animes and Studio Ghibli films and things that I liked that I thought would represent like some of the essence of the characters. But I said, go crazy, like have fun with it.
It was so
it's
cool,
just kind
yeah.
of like an interesting, just enjoy yourself. And she did such an amazing job.
I'm so glad she took like the crazy anime that you sent her and essentially went like, cool, I guess this isn't our reality. And now we have, instead of Professor Oak, we have Professor Shade. Which is amazing. I don't know what reference image you used for that. I hope it was Professor Oak. But yeah, like the more I dug into the world, and I think one of the things that is going to be unexpectedly charming about this game for people is that as they go through the guest cards, it's going to get more and more bizarre, and you're going to realize that this is not our world. The Wild Gardens world is someone else's world.
All right. So unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't do quite what
Thank you, Caitlin147. The Professor Shade is a great name. It is one of my favorite characters in the game. Also, Nicholas, who's very sad and very hungry. And Nicholas's solo adventure, oh my god, I just got to read it. So good.
Yes.
Such a good cameo with that solo adventure.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to try to look at that. You guys took all the spaces.
You're really thinking, yeah.
So I'm going to go 4 spaces.
You trying to cook?
I was trying to cook.
Yeah, you were trying to cook. Yeah, you can't get there.
4.
That's right.
But I couldn't quite make that happen. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and research this spot right here and make my life good too. So I also played a 4 so I can return a book. So I'm going to return this book right there. But I got this one. No, I got this one down here.
Awesome. I am so pumped that you returned that book.
And I'm going to go ahead and place it here.
Because I am going to research again.
Place it here.
I'm going to research again. I have to go 3 because that's the only token I got left. I am going to return my flower book.
Ooh.
And that will allow me to check out the mushroom book, which gives me an acorn, which I'm going to put in my foraging section.
Amazing. I'm going to flip it for you.
Thank you. Thank you for not making me go through that again
I feel
in front
like
of
Josh
everybody.
is having a hard time.
No. This is
No, that's not fair. Josh is waiting to see.
This is all purposeful.
Yeah, who's going to get.
It's
who's
part
gonna
of the
crack
strategy.
first.
If it can be really distracting and throw you off on your turns.
There we go. Made it.
That was my secret sauce. On
I
that.
ruined it.
That's it. That was it. That's all I had. I went into the game like, I'm going to angle every piece. Okay.
Oh, the joys of Tabletopia.
That's so good. We're lucky though, because like playtesting used to be a lot harder.
Exactly.
Like running
Like,
playtests used to be so much harder before this kind of stuff.
Without Tabletopia and digital implementation of games, number 1, it'd be harder to Twitch. Number 2, it'd be harder for us to all play together. And number 3, it'd be incredibly hard to playtest during COVID and everything as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it was very, very beneficial to have this available to us. So thank you to the wonderful people at Tabletopia. We love your products, even though sometimes it's frustrating.
The Isaac Sin Alma, which is a really cool name, has a question. Can you check out the same book you just returned if you're in the right spot?
Yes, if you're in the right spot. So the qualifications of returning a book is making sure that when you play a number, that's where you can return a book. So for example, when I played my 4, I could return a book to the 4 spot. And then if I was in the right spot, which qualified for the book that actually had, for example, I think it wasn't a leaf one, it was a bark one that I returned or a mushroom one. If I was in a spot that had a mushroom, I could also check it out right away. So, libraries are pretty cool like that. They let you do what you want to do.
Yeah. And one of the cool things about having a lot of books checked out, which happens often because a lot of people are trying to upgrade their skills and their player boards, is it's very easy to return, as opposed to when books are getting checked out less, it's harder to find that spot.
Right. So, it's up to my turn, right? Josh is done. Look at all look at all those crazy ingredients you got over here.
Yeah.
You got a lot of ingredients.
Look at all
Anybody's following along, like, what is he doing with all those ingredients? I don't know. I have no plan.
Oh, I have plans, and I know exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and... now that we have run out of action tokens, we don't have any more available action tokens that we can place, we're going to go ahead and take rest actions. So I'm going to go ahead and take a rest action and gain 2 berries by resting my 3 action token.
So the action token you choose to rest is the bonus you get on the back of this card.
Exactly. You guys can see here a little bit more closely these different bonuses that are available to you here. 2 victory points, 2 berries. You can forage twice, or you can go ahead and move your jar token by by paying 1 fungus and 1 leaf. Now,
I do have a fungus and a leaf.
Yeah, you could, and you have 1 jar that you start off.
I have 1 jar.
So you can always move your jar when you see something power like this, if you pay for it. Based on the number of jars that you currently have in your play area. Now, everybody starts off with 1, but you'll also notice that guests have jars too that they can go ahead and add to your play area as well. And that's a great way to gain victory points. It's a nice little strategy in the game.
All right, I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to rest my 4 token. And I'm going to forage twice in the space I currently am in.
Yeah,
and I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 nuts with that. But losing my 4 kind of stinks. I still got my wild, though.
Yeah.
Still got my wild, so I can still move if I need to.
So we're going to be continuing the rest of the trip. Each trip is 3 days long, and we'll be losing 1 action token at the end of each day. So we'll have less and less action tokens that we'll be able to utilize, thus giving us less ability to move around the board in the way that we exactly want to.
Perfect. Ooh, Deadpan is back. Welcome, Deadpan. Thanks for joining us again. Everyone's happy that you fixed your tokens, Josh. That they were fixed for you. Everyone's very pleased.
Whatever. Team Chaos is still here. It's not done. I am going to move my jar because the last time I played this, I thought, oh, I have ignored this entire mechanic, and now I'm paying for it at the end. So
the jars are powerful, but it's like, do you upgrade? Like, do you get more jars first? Because you can move as many jars as you have in your player area.
I feel like the last time I played, it was like I just didn't look at this, the bonuses at the end at all. I paid 0 attention. And then every time I was like, oh my gosh, I should have thought about this, which one I was going to do. And the jars are just, you don't get that immediate satisfaction, but it's so cool that like you can actually have those spots you can skip on the victory point tracker. And it's like one of my favorite parts of this game too, is like the last time I played, there was like multiple mechanics that I was like, no, not going to do it. And it was totally viable. And like now this time around, I'm like, no, I'm going to do that, but I might be ignoring something else. We'll see.
Right.
That's what I had with the skill tokens, that if you land on certain spaces, you get points for it, right? Mm-hmm. And someone was taking all of them, and I was like, you're not upgrading your foraging skill. You're never going to build a good engine. And they're like, don't worry, I know how to play this game. I got crushed. I got absolutely obliterated. They got to the point where every time they moved, they were just generating like 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. And I was like, this was a good strategy. I know nothing.
All right, well, now that our day is over, everybody's played at least 1 action token on day 1, we're going to go ahead and move the first player token. So it's on to you, Lindsay, to start off the next day.
Right. Okay. What do I need to fulfill my dreams?
Fulfill those dreams.
I'm going to fulfill some... What? Ooh, that's not bad. Oh, man. Isaac, why do you make these games? These decisions are always so brutal. Okay. All right.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to do it. I'm going to go 3. Yeah. Oh, my God. I upgraded my... this is perfect. Okay. I'm going to go 3 to forge. I'm going to move here. I am going to go ahead and get a nut for my skill token. I'm going to go ahead and get a bark because it's still on the back of the current recipe deck.
Nice.
And then I'm going to go ahead and forage a leaf.
Beautiful.
And that is my turn, which I am really excited about.
All right. On to your turn, Josh.
I don't know.
What will you
Ryan says, "What a wild gardens appears," which I like that reference. Nice to God. Never gets old. It's been 25 years, still doesn't get old. And this is such a pretty game, which I totally agree with.
Oh, thank you.
I gotta do something, right? There's no pass. I don't think there's a pass option. I'm going to go...
Might as well reserve a card you're going for.
No, absolutely not. Going to move 1. And... okay, that works. I'm going to return a book. So, acorn. Book goes there.
Nice.
And I'm going to be checking out this beautiful flower book. And going to get a new skill.
You gonna max out your foraging? Oh.
I got diversify.
You can spread it out.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. All right, on to my turn. Yes, finally.
Yes.
I've been wanting to do this for so long. I'm going to go ahead and move 2 spaces.
Right, you're purple. Oh, you're nowhere
1,
near me. I'm fine.
2. I'm going to go ahead. I am in a picnic zone, so now I can cook. And I'm going to go ahead and cook my wild ginger syrup, which is amazing. Look at that art. Look at that shimmering through the glass there. It's just beautiful. It's amazing. So
It looks really nice.
So I'm going to go and pay 2 root vegetables for that. And now I've gained this, and it gains me 2 victory points. So I'm going to go ahead and move 2 victory points on the victory point track. So I'm going to grab my person and move 1, 2.
Nice.
My little pollinator here. I'm a little hummingbird.
Awesome. And Alan is here. Shouting up the chow. Thanks, Alan.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Alan. I am so excited to be sharing my birthday with you tomorrow. Happy birthday to both of us.
Yeah.
And we're going to see each other soon, so that's really cool.
Yeah, we're going to see each other in a few weeks. It'll be super fun. I can't wait to play Werewolf in the Dark, which is one of the best games I have ever played.
I am too scared that I will break an ankle.
We did have everyone's saying happy birthday now. Yeah, everyone.
Well, thank you.
Please say happy birthday
But
to
say it
Isaac
to
and
Alan as well.
They're 2 of the most wonderful people in the world.
It was so crazy that we found out that we had the exact same birthday.
It is really
years
crazy.
after we became friends. It was weird.
As your friends, we always suspected, but never we were just like, maybe, I don't know, it seems like it's the same day. We did have a question in the chat. The question is, what is the story behind the jars? Is it thematic or mechanical?
So, what I wanted to go ahead and have here in the story, and it's going to be coming into the solo play, getting a little bit more understanding. But one of the things that I wanted to introduce in the game was the action, like the feeling of community action and like bringing people together. And as you can see, the victory point track is kind of like a community garden or greenhouse that we kind of wanted to show off. And it's like everybody helping out in the greenhouse together to make it more and more beautiful. So that's why like people are bringing jars, tending to it, making it better, and bringing all that together. And as far as like, it works mostly mechanically in the standard multiplayer game, but in solo play, like I'm planning on bringing in some additional stories to kind of talk more about that mechanic and more into the lore of Wild Gardens and what the world is all about. So very much everything in the game is trying to lean on some sort of way of like, how can we work better together and enjoy each other and love on each other, but still explore and do some cool things. So yeah, that's what I was thinking for the jars. That's the story behind them.
I love it. I just got 6 victory points while you were talking. So just keep talking. All right, Josh, your turn.
All right. I'm going
Brad Ask Gamer. Oh my god, your names are so good. I need to come up with better names. They said, I'm so happy to see this game come to life. I remember seeing big signs for it at Shucks and foraging around Shucks for the plushies.
Yes.
Thank you for looking for our plushies. That was the most fun thing we've ever put on as a marketing thing for ourselves.
That was hilarious to hide. And so like we get up super early at the con and like hide them all over the place, and then seeing people like find them throughout the show. And that was such an amazing panel. We had such a good time.
It was so good. I hope everyone else had fun with it, because we had so much fun sneaking in early.
Time.
Like we would sneak in early and just hide them. Oh, so then like the people who were like getting ready, like, you know, they're cleaning and just preparing the hall are just staring at us. And I'm like, shh, don't tell anyone. And I just run away. Oh, that was so much fun. I love Shucks. That's one of my favorite conventions.
Ooh, I forgot to gain my second thing last time around. I forgot to gain my bark. I was too excited about getting my syrup. So just so everybody knows, I have one bark. And I'm going to get another one because I'm doing my thing here too. So I'm going to go ahead and move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. I'm going to serve this time, as long as no one's taken Nicholas. No one has, so
no one's taken Nicholas. Unfortunately, I wanted
I'm going to be discarding my wild ginger syrup, so we'll just start a discard pile right here in order to serve Nicholas. Now, oh no. We
this,
lost
by
Nicholas.
the way, not something that you'll have to deal with a physical copy of the game. Nicholas getting sucked into the ether.
So the other thing I get is that I'm going to look for Nicholas, and then I'll explain what happens. But I guess
is there an undo button on here?
Oh no, he's got to dig through every bit token of that bag.
I guess I can draw off 24. Oh god, no, that was a terrible idea.
I love Tabletopia so much.
Well, let's put these to the side.
So good. All right, while you do that, I'm going to continue crushing it on the
there
scoreboard.
There he is. There's our boy. Sorry. He has the right emotion for being sucked into the ether. All right, he's back. He's alive. I'm going to gain 4 victory points for serving him. He is also going to give me a win served effect. So let me go ahead and gain 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right on top of Lindsay's character.
No.
All right, and then when served, I get to draw a guest card from the guest deck and put it to my reserve if able. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw one at random. And looky here, I got Hank and Bandit.
You got Hank and Bandit?
That's right.
What? That's not fair.
Amazing. So they're going to go to my reserve, so now I'm the only person that can serve Hank and Bandit. And that was my ability that triggered when served. So, cool. All right, that's my turn. On to you, Lindsay Rowe.
All right. I gotta ponder here.
I will slowly put back all of these aquatic. Let's see. Okay, they went in pretty easily.
Okay, I'm gonna use my wild.
Sure
oh, that's a bad idea, Lindsay. Don't do that. You know what? I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to reserve. I'm too nervous that one of you is gonna take the thing I want.
That's right. You got to.
I hate reserving. It feels inefficient, but it'll be worse if you guys cook the thing that I really want.
Boom.
All right, so I'm gonna take that. That's right. I think that's the right call. There's a lot of points that I could lose out on if someone else is going for it. And Josh has a suspicious number of the tokens needed to cook it.
Don't worry about that.
All right, that is my turn.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do this. 1, 2, 3. And now I get stuff.
Get it.
Just hoarding. That's all I'm doing.
You are really, you can cook at some point.
Yeah.
You probably should.
I'm really reliant on the forage food, not the find friends so much. Just forage food.
We had the chat is saying that Nicholas is truly crying. Yeah, Nicholas.
Yes.
Nicholas, is he crying because he's hungry? Or is he crying because he's going through perpetual breakups? Or is it just a mixture of both?
It's a lot of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you getting the game or getting the game soon, like Scenario 2 has some fun stories. When I talk about stories, something that we haven't explained is that you'll notice that each of the guests have a little like speech bubble. So in solo mode, you actually like trigger these little stories that when you actually serve them, you'll read what's going on in their lives and why they're so appreciative of why you gave them a meal and things like that. So it's a really fun system that I've created there, and it's just like I really enjoy writing those stories. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're super fun. one of the things that, like, I mean, we've already agreed, like, we're going to just do solos to the max for all of our games because it's so much fun. Like,
it is.
The solo games we'd want to play, and then every time you send me a new adventure, I just crack up. Or I'm really touched, or both. I'm laughing, and it's like a really cool story that's really like heartwarming. So that was something that people said that they really enjoyed from Keystone North America, our previous game. Right. I think it got a lot of praise for that, and it's something that we plan to continue with all of our games moving forward. Because it's been really fun to design in that space. All right, is it my turn?
I think. Josh, did you just finish up?
Oh, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, then it's my turn. Sorry.
Okay. No worries.
Alrighty.
I already used all my tokens.
That's right.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I have to rest.
You have one more token. It's right here.
Oh, yeah. I know. I thought I had one more. I was like, I'm pretty sure I have another.
No. Yeah, you still have
Tabletopia. I can't see.
I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, can I move? Yes, I can. I'm going to move one space. I've been nothing but cooking and serving this
Wow,
this
look at
day.
you. Where's your points? Okay, we're tied.
I'm going to go ahead and go here. I'm, again, in a cooking and serving location. I'm going to go ahead and cook this birch shortbread.
I'm so glad I reserved that recipe. I'm so glad. There's no way that recipe would have made it around to me again.
That's going to get me 2 victory points. So I'm going to go to move 2, 1, 2. And I'm going to go ahead and also gain 1 from the current top of the deck, which is a nut. Now, I could have chosen to gain the leaf that was there before activating the cook. I can activate any of these skills in any order of my choosing. So, yeah, but I chose that I wanted to get the random one, see what was revealed. So, now I have a nut. Cool. On to your turn, Lindsay.
All right. I'm going to use my last one. I am going to, I think, just move one space. I'm going to use my wild. I'm just going to do a good old-fashioned forage. One space. And I am going to I'm going to forge my root. Nice. And then I will also get a nut for my skill, and the back is another nut. So that is my turn.
All right, on to you, Josh.
You gonna cook something, Josh? Is it time?
Nope. It's not time.
You passed me on the points.
Look at it.
That's all right.
Zooming.
Are you going for jars? Wait, let me look at your guests. You guys have jars. Okay, one has a jar. Okay.
He has so many ingredients.
I had one really bad game, everyone, where Isaac, I just didn't pay attention to how many jars he was collecting. It was bad. It was a bad point difference on that one. And then the next game, you didn't collect any jars, and you still beat me.
That's right.
Yeah. Not fair. Usually the designer curse is that whoever designs the game loses all the time.
Lucky.
All right.
But your forging powers are just too powerful.
I've been getting lucky. So I am going to, once again, cook.
Oh, no, you don't.
This purslane salad is just sitting there.
You're
so I kind of have to.
Oh my God.
It's just too good to pass up. So I'm just going to go ahead and cook. I'm going to get rid of these two. Take the purslane salad. I'm going to get 2 more victory points. 2. And I'm then going to go ahead and reveal what am I going to get? 1 flower. Boom. For this. Okay. And that is my turn. On to you, Lindsay.
Mana Panda says that there's other designers that win the games they design. So I guess it's just me. I guess it's just me that's cursed to never win the games that I design for people.
Love it.
All right, so I gotta rest a token.
Which one are you gonna rest?
I don't want to do my wild.
What are you gonna
because losing your wild's that's a big deal. The other ones I can do. I go jar.
You're gonna choose your 2 to go bye-bye?
You know what? I'm just going to straight do 2 victory points. I'm going to rest my 1. I could forge in my spot. Oh my, this is brutal, Isaac. Brutal. I'm going to get 2 victory points. Oh, you're not with me anymore. You're ahead of me now. I mean, Panda also remembers me beating her, so I don't remember that. Don't remember that, but I'm glad that it happened.
It's on
It
video.
hasn't happened a lot since.
She has the records. All right, on to your turn, Josh.
Oh, I already.
You already sacrificed?
paid
Oh my
the
gosh.
price.
All right. Lindsay was just talking. I thought it was still. All right.
I'm just trying to fly under the radar. You guys can do all the talking. I do all the winning. We all go home happy. It's
There we
great.
go. I am going to, let's see.
Also, I'm independent. I think I beat you in Keystone North America, which doesn't count. That wasn't my game. I can win other people's games. I cannot win my own games.
I'm going to get rid of my 4. I'm going to forage twice. I'm going to forage 1 berry and 1 nut. So, on to the next day. So, Josh is now the first player.
Oh, no.
There you go, Josh.
Ridiculous.
Oh, no.
Everybody recovers their action tokens.
I gotta take my books back to the library. Getting a bit full here.
You guys have way more upgrades than me. Well, you have 1 more upgrade than me, Lindsay, and you have 2.
Yeah.
I haven't upgraded for a minute. I just keep cooking.
You do just keep cooking.
Just foraging and cooking.
You haven't had to upgrade. You've just kept cooking things. What do I need to do? Okay, I only got 3 things I can do. I need to think, Lindsay, think. Efficiency.
Right.
Efficiency.
Done.
All right, on to my turn. Let's see. What am I going to do? What's going to be the thing? 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. That's still 3. Oh, no. So I'm not within 1 or 2 spaces, so I'm going to have to use this. I'm going to move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cook the wild raspberry soda.
You're cooking it. Oh my god. Cooking again? Get out of here.
So I'm going to pay 3 berries, fruits, and 1 flower. I'm going to go ahead and gain 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to gain a nut. Boop. On to your turn, Josh. Or no, Lindsay.
No, it's my turn. Get out of here.
Skip
All right,
Lindsay.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Moving 2 spaces. This is it. This is what it's all been building towards. 2 spaces. I'm going to cook.
Nice.
The thing I reserved.
The frittata.
I have. Yes, I do have everything I need. All right, just making sure.
That frittata looks delicious.
It does look delicious. I wish I had had it for dinner. I just had eggs and toast. Garlic. And a mushroom and a lettuce.
Nice.
That is going to get me 5 victory points, but I have my point upgrade next to a piece of lettuce. So it's actually going to get me 6 victory points.
Amazing.
Which lets me pass Isaac.
How dare you?
I am really pleased.
Look at how many ingredients you have over here. It is insane. You are
Yeah, I think
everything.
You might be able to.
I think I'm.
There's just this persimmon-loving mustached man running through the woods.
Right.
just
Stuff
Just gathering everything.
Yeah.
It's like, this is amazing, and this is amazing, and this is amazing.
Everything looks so delicious. I can't
so
decide.
Good.
Thank goodness he's so buff.
All right.
He'll like carry it all.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna cook something because I have to at some point. I'm pretty sure it's something that has to happen.
Landing in a picnic zone.
Okay. So gain a leaf. And then I'm going to cook. What can I cook? I went into this with very little thought. This one.
You can cook literally the most expensive recipe in there.
I don't think I can. I don't have enough bark. That's what I want. I want to cook that casserole. Sounds pretty cool, but I can't.
And see, we just hit 109,000 on our backer kit.
What?
So
That's
thank you,
insane.
everybody. Thank you for getting us over the threshold. It is our
because of
most
you.
successful project ever. And we super appreciate it.
That's right. We're so excited about getting this in people's hands. Like, we can't wait.
Yeah, we've been working on it a while. I cannot wait for people to play it.
It's just so pretty. I want people to
So
see
good.
it in
And it's
person.
gone through like so many cool transformations as you've worked on
really
it to get
has.
to this final cool
Oh my
version.
gosh,
Like the
so many.
ultimate. Yeah.
It's
I'm on the board with points. It happened.
Look
I
at
scored
you.
points.
Look at that
I think
ladybug.
I'm figuring
Wow, you just
this
zoomed right up
out.
there.
The ladybug's a little slow, but it gets there. It's going. All right, on to my turn. What am I going to do? I really want to get back around and get that. I think it's finally time for me to go back to the library. If I can only make it. Oh, wait, I can. I'm going to go 2 spaces. 1, 2. I'm going to...
Oh, thank you, Isaac. Thank you for going that direction. I almost freaked out.
I moved 2 spaces. I'm going to return my 2 to this spot right here. And then I'm going to do the thing that people asked about. I'm going to check that book right back out. And gain this flower one here. So I'm going to go ahead and put it over here in the foraging spot. Be expert at foraging flowers. And I unfortunately am not next to a root vegetable, so I can't gain a victory point. So on to your turn, Lindsay.
All right, I am going to... All right, I'm going to serve a guest. And it's between Professor Shade and Winry, or as my game group calls her, Winfrey. Even though I clearly told them it's not that every time. Winry, I think I'm going to have to take her because she has got a jar.
She's very cute.
And she wants a breakfast and a dinner,
Winry.
which I have.
Oh.
I wanted Winfrey.
Should have reserved, Josh. Should have
No, I
reserved.
didn't want it that bad.
All right, so I have this character
On the
now,
table are
and
Jackson Quinns.
when served, gain 3 mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and get those mushrooms. This is a nice... it's a truffle pig, I'm guessing then. Which is really cool.
So this is the last opportunity to reserve
Three,
because
4, 5 victory points.
ooh,
Love
nice. We're about to wipe all of these at the end of the trip before we start a second trip.
Oh, I need to put my thing here too. Oopsie daisies. All right, so I can go 3. Oh, I got so excited to serve my guest, I didn't move my token or anything that I was supposed to do. There we go. So I just got really excited to serve that guest. There was a lot of points on the table.
Oh no. Did I grab somebody else's? No, this was just in the wrong bag, I think.
Let's see. Brad Ass Gamer says Winry is so cute. but not as cute as Gigi. Winry is really cute. And she has a jar, which is... Does that mean she's assisting in the...
That she is.
Community garden
That
efforts?
All right, that was my turn. Just foraging over and over. Never stop. Never stop foraging.
Never stop foraging.
It stresses me out that you have so many ingredients right now.
Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep foraging.
I don't understand the strategy, but I fear it.
It's like accumulating wealth, but you have no idea what you're going to spend it on. It's this is America. This is the thing.
All right. Well, I know exactly what I want to do, which is going to move one space. It's going to move one innocent space. I'm still not, unfortunately, adjacent to an onion, so I can't quite get that, but I'm definitely going to reserve this white walnut fudge. Otherwise, it's going to be gone for the next turn, so I don't want that to be the case. So, if we go on to your turn, Lindsay.
All right, I'm doing... That is perfect that you moved there, because now I can get one space further. One, two, hop over you, three.
That's what I wanted to happen so bad to me.
Oh, so nice. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to return... What am I near? I don't even know what book I'm going to check out. I'm going to return this book, and then I'm going to check out... I can take lettuce... Yeah, I'm going to take, a mushroom for 2 nuts. That's not bad.
Does anybody catch
I'm going to go ahead and take the lettuce. I just want to keep building these point engines.
Everybody see the little cat that's sleeping at the library? It's hidden in the
super
books.
Cute.
And all the little ones that are on the corners there. Liz did an amazing
This is the best library ever, other than the fact that it's contained within 4 walls. Although it could be the cat sleeping in the middle of 4 desks. Super cute.
The only way it could be better is if it was a black cat. That's all.
Don't worry, a black cat will be on your card. We've been seeing the media pack characters come in, so we've had a lot of people. A lot of people that we've reached out to now have their art done for their guest cards, and it was so fun sharing it with them. We're going to be releasing those online here soon, aren't we, Josh?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes.
About that.
Yeah. The anyone who got the email earlier this morning got to see the Brothers Murph art was actually in there. So.
Yeah. All right, is it my turn? Are we all the way back around to me?
I think Josh has to rest, right?
No,
I don't want to rest.
Yeah,
I want to keep going.
You got to keep
nonstop.
Okay.
We're done.
Rest.
The trip is over. We have to leave Denver now. Now go to sleep.
All right, I'm gonna do victory points because I just figured out that that's important. Victory points are important to victory.
I don't have a lettuce. Oh no.
See, this is what I did every single time I played last time. And I was like, if I could just fix one thing with my play last time, I'm like, please pay attention to the location stuff. Please do it. Please.
I'm going to go ahead and use my wild to get that 4. And I'm going to forage twice again. And I'm going to go ahead and get 1 berry and 1 nuts. On to your turn, Lindsay.
All right, I am also going to forage twice. I'm going to go ahead and get a nut. And I am going to grab next to a berry. I'll grab a berry. I haven't had a berry yet.
Try it. What kind of berry is it?
This one was a black raspberries. Those are the ones that grow near my house.
Nice.
All right, so we've rested 3 times.
Yes.
Does that mean that our trip is over?
Our trip is over, so we're going to be ending the round. So now we're going to do all the end of the trip steps. So what happens first is that we still pass the first player token, so it's back over to me. We're going to go ahead and start a new trip, so we're going to be flipping this over. But before we do that, let's go ahead and change out all of the cards. So we're going to discard these cards here.
The guest 2.
The guest 2. They go bye-bye. Those guests stay in their home of Denver, Colorado. Not coming on the trip with us, too. And new locations, or new recipes. Boom. Boom. Here we go. And then we're going to go ahead and put all of these ingredients back in the bag.
In the physical copy of the game, this is a very easy, quick process. But when the bag is this small and you have to get it perfectly centered, it can be a bit more difficult on Tabletopia.
Oh, Tabletopia.
Alex Eating is here and says the game is looking so good.
Aw, thank you, Alex. What a sweetheart. All right, and then we're going to put those back out. How about you help with that, Josh, real quick, while I go ahead and flip over this new location and read.
Also, Alex, thank you for introducing my family to Marvel Crisis Protocol, because the bank account hasn't been the same since. So I appreciate that. It's really fun.
So we've arrived at a new location, and we're going to be, and we've also revealed the back of another location card, which is going to give us new rest abilities on the turn. Everybody's going to get their stuff back, their action tokens back, to start a new round. Put your action tokens over here, Lindsay.
Perfect. Where are we traveling to?
Oaxaca, Mexico.
Ooh.
At the beginning of this trip, in player order,
See, Alan.
We can cook one recipe without paying its cost, or being in a picnic zone. If the recipe was 2 victory points or less, or 2 or less victory points, move your jar token 1 space. Ho-ho! Alright, I kind of specialize in low-cost recipes, so maybe I'll do that. But
Cook a recipe without paying its cost or being in a picnic zone. Ooh.
it's really, really good. So
That is really, really good.
But I'm going to take a big one because I haven't been going after the big ones. So I'm definitely going to do the Kung Pao Lotus.
You just get to cook that?
Cook it for free without paying its cost.
Oh my goodness.
But so does everybody.
Oh my, yeah, that's
So
true.
does
That's
everybody.
true.
So everybody gets a choice of 6. So I'm going to get 8 victory points.
If it's a low cost, you can move your jar token.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right.
If you've ever been to Mexico, you're going to eat.
I'm not, but I really want to now.
My God, will you eat?
Oh, it's such a tough call.
What will you do? There's so many good recipes.
It's brutal. I'm going to cook an expensive one. I'm not going to take the jar token movement.
Look at you. You could have moved your jar token.
I know. I'm sure I'll regret that later, but I'm doing it. 7 victory points.
Boom. All right, on to you, Josh. What are you going to do? Look at that. Moving this jar token.
Wait.
Oh, wait, no, he didn't. Wait, what'd you take?
Wait.
I am. I'm trying. There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, you
Jenska says, looks so good, very excited. We are really excited to be able to show it off. We've been playing it for months, so it's really nice to honestly have an audience.
Since that PAX 2 years ago.
It was a really different game back then, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's evolved a lot.
Yeah, it's changed a lot since then, which is really cool. Being able to see your design process from beginning to end, because this is really the first one the company's published that's one of your designs solely.
Yeah.
from creation
scratch.
to the ending. Yeah, from scratch. So like seeing your design process has it is chaotic and really fun to watch.
Yeah, it used to have roll and write mechanics in it, everybody. So it's changed a bit.
It's changed a lot.
All right, so everybody's done the Oaxaca, Mexico.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead and start off. I am
Back.
swimming in cooked recipes, so I need to go ahead and look to see what I can go ahead and serve here. Maybe I should start preparing for the end of the game. Let's see. That could be good.
And if you guys are enjoying this playthrough and you haven't yet checked out our game on Bagger Kit, you can order this right now. And it has a bunch of really cool upgrades, like wooden tokens. Although the core game does come with some wooden tokens, but you can get everything in wooden tokens.
Right.
If you really want to. And I do every time.
So I'm going to go ahead and try to serve, I think. So let's see. 1, 2. I'm going to move 2 spaces. I have drink and thing. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and move 2 spaces. 1, 2. I'm landing in a picnic zone, so I can go ahead and serve. I'm going to serve Juanita and Ishiko here. They're going to get you some victory points at the end of the game for each berry that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and pay 1. Oh. 1 raspberry soda and purslane salad to combo that. All right, on to you, Lindsay.
All right. And Isaac, just to confirm, this symbol, because I know this is one of the newer changes, the symbol on the bottom of Luna, that is wild, correct?
Yeah, so you can serve Luna anything to fulfill that cost. That's
awesome. I love that Luna's a shark, and the shark will eat anything. That's so cool. I love that.
Luna has a really neat story and scenario, too, as well.
All right. I'm just plotting here. Sorry, everybody. I'm just making moves in my head and not in real life is what I'm doing.
The second trip is when everything gets serious. Like, we want to make
It is. Well, it's like the things start getting like points,
start ramping up.
Know. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. I'm going to move 3 spaces. I'm going to forage 3. I am going to go this way. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go ahead and forage that seaweed. And then I get a nut for doing that. And I get whatever's on the back of the deck, which is currently a root.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my turn.
Sweet. Oh, I forgot to get the thing that was in the back, too. Oh, I'm so bad at cheating. It hasn't changed since then, has it? There we go. Yeah, I was supposed to get that when I cooked.
Caitlin says, Luna the shark is incredible. Oh my god, I have to agree. We had a discussion whether Luna the shark was too much. Had we gone too far with Luna the shark?
And now multiple people are in onesies.
No.
Multiple people are in onesies.
Yep, we were like, no, Luna the shark stays. We have not crossed the line yet.
Our artist loved Luna so much that she put her entire family in the game, all in dinosaur onesies, which are amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Her kid has a real dinosaur onesie, and it's the cutest thing ever. I think it's what they did for Halloween. It's so cute.
Adorable.
All right, you're up, Isaac.
Okay.
And Bradass Gamer says, I love the new wild dish type. Me too. This has been the most recent change, and it's just like, playtesting is still going on. We are wrapping it up in the next month here. Yeah, and like
making sure
all these final tweaks are just taking it to the next level.
Yeah, so making sure that everything's functioning really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can cook again. Let's see, 2. Can't quite get to where I want to go if I do that. But I'll just go ahead and use my wild. Move 2 spaces. 1, 2. Cook. I'm going to cook my white walnut fudge.
That looks delicious.
4, 2. Going to get me... Oh, wait, no. 3 nuts, not 2. And I'm going to go ahead and get 2 victory points. Oh, look at me. Moving everything around in my head. 1, 2. 2 victory points. And I'm going to go ahead and also gain what's currently on the back again. And gain another onion. Your turn.
Pretty good. All right. I'm going to also cook. So I'm going to go 2 spaces. And I'm going to pop up over here. 1, 2, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cook this acorn noodle salad.
Nice.
Which I am super excited about. That's 1, 2, 3 acorns, some seaweed, which I like. Was that for me? That was the hardest part when we were researching the ingredients. Was the aquatic ingredients? Did you find that too, Isaac?
Yeah. There's lots of variety, but I also wanted to make sure it was like not just all seaweed.
Right. Yeah. Like if you just do seaweed, there's a lot of different varieties of seaweed.
Yeah.
But...
So it was like, and then also it's just like there's some stuff that grows near rivers or in rivers, and like so there's just so many different types of plants. It's amazing. But
yeah, that also led me down a long rabbit hole, or I should say a deep rabbit hole of people eating or tricking other people into eating the cattails, I think is what they're called.
They're right here.
Yeah, those things. Yeah, if you've never seen it, YouTube tricking someone to eat a cattail, it's bizarre.
Well, you can't actually eat them, but eating them off the thing is quite a lot of explosion in your mouth.
Yeah.
All right, look at Josh making moves here. What are you doing, Josh?
Making moves. You know what I'm up to. Just foraging, man.
Gaining all of the ingredients.
At some point, this is pretty much how I cook at home. It's like I just walk around the grocery store, I buy a bunch of stuff, I go, this has to turn into something. I just buy it, it'll make something.
There you go. All right, my turn. Let's see. A little bit further. Go. 3. Good. I'm going to go ahead and move 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm going to move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces right up here. I'm going to serve. Let's see. I'm going to serve the Zhao twins. And they're going to go ahead and take 2 desserts. Actually, let's see. Do I want to give them desserts or do I want to give them... I can give them 1 wild, so should I give them the dinner? Yeah, I'm going to give them a dinner. Give them a dinner. Keep the birch shortbread cookies for Hank here.
Oh, Isaac, I think I might have screwed up. Should I have returned my books at the library when we went on a new trip?
Oh, that's right. We should have all done that. They should all be back.
It's all random, right?
Yeah, they would have been returned.
I was popping them down somewhere. Yes,
Sorry,
everyone, when you take a new trip, you should be returning your books to the library.
When I'm filming things.
Because you're not going to be at that library anymore.
At the end thing steps. So, yeah. Let's see. Now, what was I doing? I was serving these 2. All right, so I got rid of a dessert and a dinner. Serve the Zhao twins. The Zhao twins are going to give me 4 victory points. So 1, 2, 3, 4 victory points. And then also, when served, I get to move 2 spaces. So I'll move 1, 2 spaces. And then I can study if possible, which let's go ahead and study. I am next to this. I'm going to get...
What you gonna take?
I'm going to get this other flower thing and double up on flowers and see if I get lucky later. And I should have taken the nut to do that. Check it out.
Right.
Boom. 90 degrees. Your turn.
All right. All right. What was the hardest part of the design for you, Isaac?
The hardest part of the design? I think it was kind of making sure that I was staying true to all the different little things that I wanted to represent in the game, making sure that the theme and the mechanics all match up and feel good together. Some people who've been in playtesting longer, or I mean, obviously you guys know testing the game, there was some other aspects of the game that we cut away. Like we had a community center, and we had like a community pantry that you'd go ahead and donate to, and then there was also like events like in the game, and I really loved that part of the game, and I thought that was really cool, but it just felt like it was clogging a lot of the main focus of the game that we wanted to introduce in the game. So we cut that away, and it did make everything flow so much better. But those things will be introduced later, hopefully in an expansion, but in a more streamlined, better way. I just haven't tested that or figured that out yet.
In designing this game, Isaac inadvertently designed like 3 expansions for it because everything was so good, and we're like, this is too, like, we can't start with this much game.
It was so like it was so sad too, because some of the playtesters were like, we miss the community the community board, and I was like, then it needs to be cut. Like, it just, there's other things going on.
Yeah,
and, like,
just for a core game, it was too much.
After they got over the initial shock, like, everybody's like, yeah, this is better. This all works better.
But yeah, the community board was. I'll be really excited when we're able to release that, because that was a really amazing part of this game.
Yeah, it can be made to work. It just needs to be fine tuned, you know. And it's better to learn, I think, this. And then add to more, you know what I mean? Like, I still think we made the right call. The core stuff of the game really works well. It flows good. It hits the time that we wanted it to. So that helps a lot more, make everything feel good. And I think it'll be better for people to introduce themselves to this part of the game first, and then not have to like learn so much or feel so overwhelmed, because it is such an inviting theme as well. So we want to make sure that people feel like it's approachable too.
So Caitlin says, hearing all these stories will make each card that much more exciting when it shows up in the game. It does. Every time I see a card I recognize, I'm like, I remember the conversation that revolved around that card. Yeah. It makes me giggle. So yeah, it totally does. And then Caitlin says, oh, so you can't return a Canadian library book to an Australian library. Darn it. Which is very true. You cannot take your, I don't know, what location were we just at? You can't drop it off in Oaxaca, Mexico. They're not going to accept it.
We were in Denver, Colorado, and went down to Oaxaca, Mexico.
We're having a good vacation.
All right. Josh, did you just finish up? What did you make?
Yep.
Okay, victory points?
I made a watermelon sorbet.
Very nice. Delicious. Refreshing.
I'm playing the game in chunks. I started with all foraging. Now it's just all cooking, and then eventually it will be all friends.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and actually not serve or cook for once in like 7 turns. I'm gonna move 1 space and forage. I'm gonna go ahead and gain 1 berry and 2 flowers. All right. On to you, Lindsay.
All right. I am going to... Where am I? Okay, I'm right there. I'm going to use my wild and serve. So I'm going to pop up over here. And I'm going to go ahead and serve these you and Chio. Oh my god, I haven't seen the art for this. This is adorable. Is that a unicorn on her shirt?
I'm very excited for you to read the you and Chio story later.
Oh, so pumped. Yeah, some of this stuff I haven't even, this is the first time I'm seeing some of the art and stuff come through. And then, let's see, when served, I get 4 ingredients of a book I've checked out in the library, which is why I grabbed seaweed, because seaweed is a hard ingredient to find. So I'll grab 4 seaweed. And it just so happens that a seaweed card is coming up. One of the really cool things about the back of the ingredient deck is it shows you the main ingredient on the upcoming card that's about to be turned over. So you can kind of, you don't know exactly what you're going to need, but you can start planning ahead. Like, okay, I'll probably need more than 1 seaweed for whatever that is. It's
really cool to kind of get some more information on just like what are the things can be made from in the game as well. Mm-hmm. Like just in real life, like, ooh, what is sea lettuce going to be turned into?
I know.
Do you, Josh?
I figured out sea lettuce was my card. I was really excited about it.
Okay, so the jar icon on the guest cards that notes that you would move the jar one.
No, you don't. You don't move the jar until you do the rest action. So having more jars in your play area lets you move the jar token that many spaces. So if you gain a guest, now you can move the jar token that many spaces.
So if I gain Athena and Odin,
yes,
at the end of like when we rest, I would gain a jar.
At the end of when you rest, like when are you planning on gaining them? Like during the main turn, right? You can't serve anybody. Yeah. So gaining them now would be good. Serving them now, I mean.
Right, but you get having the jar token on their card. Yeah. That just means during a rest you gain. Okay.
What action 4 means, like this is how it's written in the rulebook, is pay those ingredients, then move your jar token equal to the amount of jars that you have in your play area. So you currently have 1 jar in your play area.
Right.
If you get more jars in your play area, you'll be able to move your jar that many spaces.
Yeah, so this is something I just completely avoided last time I played. So it's good that I have figured this out now. This is good. So with that in mind, it's going to be a big surprise, but I'm going to serve.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it will be Athena and Odin.
The brothers Murph.
There they are.
They popped up.
Oh, their card looks so good. For them. It's like they're with us right now.
I can't wait till all the community packs and all the packs are done. I'm really excited to see who is going to be chosen in our community one as well, like
in the contest.
Yeah, in the contest.
The ones where backers can find themselves in the game.
Exactly. So if you want to become a guest in Wild Gardens, like definitely sign up to be a backer. Number 1 and number 2, sign up for the contest because you can randomly be selected to become a guest in the game as well.
Yeah, and you can have your pet in the picture too. If you've got a pet and you're like, I really want my turtle to be the guest card.
Oh my gosh, we don't have anybody with a turtle.
We'll do that for you.
If someone submits a turtle photo, they're probably going to get chosen.
We did forget all turtles.
Alrighty. On to my turn?
Yep.
My last turn. Let's see, what am I going to do here? 2. I'm going to move 3 spaces.
Bradass Gamer says, I signed up. I might faint if I get chosen.
Great.
It's pretty exciting.
1, 2, 3.
The artist, one of the really cool surprises that the artist had for us is she put my dog in the game and I didn't know. And she didn't just put my dog in the game because she lives close by. She's a friend. So like we've hung out together. She's met my dog. She made him look so angry, which is his true natural state of being. He's a cranky dog. He is disgruntled old man. And she really captured the pure essence. And that was coming across that card. unexpectedly was one of the best experiences ever.
Alrighty. On to your turn, Lindsay.
All right. I'm going to. Well, I only have one token left, so it looks like I'm going to move one spot. Because that's what's going to happen. Should I forage?
What should you do?
Or should I research? I feel like we're getting near the... Oh, we're not rolling halfway through. Tough call. It's a tough call. I don't know what to do. I'm going to forage. I'm going to go 1 and forage. Maybe I should reserve. That's too late. I've decided. So I will forage. Yes, I can question it. I'll just keep questioning it forever. I get whatever on the back of the ingredient deck. So another seaweed, and I get a garlic. And then what I'm actually going to forage, I don't have flour or lettuce, but it looks like lettuce is more valuable right now because that's what's on the board. So I'll take lettuce. And that is my turn. And it was okay.
It was okay. You survived.
Bryce says, is my dog Walter? My dog is Walter. And his solo adventure is also really hilarious.
What a smart puppers.
Oh, he's smart. He's just not happy. He's a rescue. He's lived a hard life on the streets. And he's going to tell you about it until you fall asleep. You don't have to all. He's gotten a great life. He's had 6 years of like paradise living with me, and he still acts this way. You don't all for that dog.
That is true. You are a pretty good cook.
We call him Walnut. Walnuts. I will start calling him Walnut too. He's already had 4 names.
All right.
I think Walnut fits really well.
You good, Josh?
I'm good.
All right. On to my turn. What am I going to do? I really want...
You're resting, right?
I think I'm going to... I think...
Yeah, speaking of names, our cat, I can't remember what we initially named her when we rescued her, but it didn't fit. Whatever it was, it didn't work. And then she became Ursula, which felt like
that is such a great cat name.
She's a black cat. She's a little cave bear. Like, she just loves being burrowed under blankets and stuff. But then something has happened over time where she's really come off as more of a truffle. So she's been Truffle lately, and it just might be like Ursula, and Truffle is the nickname. And we're kind of stuck there.
It's amazing.
All right, I'm doing the tokens. So I've got 3 jars currently on my player board because I've got the 2 from my guests that I've been carefully collecting, and then the 1 on my player board because everyone always has 1, and that is going to allow me to move my jar 3, 1, 2, 3. And I feel good about that. That was nice.
Nice. So right now the jar game is Lindsay will get 5 victory points at the end of the game for where her jar is. Josh will get 6, and Isaac's sad little jar is at 0. He will not be contributing to the community garden in this game. I'm bad. All right, what are you resting, Josh? Hopefully those arms after carrying all these ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm immediately going to use my Athena and Odin ability for now. If I discard, I lose the jar. Oh!
Yeah, no,
That's right.
No. You gotta hold on to Athena.
Yeah, that's what Isaac does to you.
Son of a nutcracker. Okay, well, that's annoying. What to do? I'm going to rest with big ol' 2 here.
Oh, you're not going to move your jar?
Discard Raven. You're not in the jar game. You don't want part of this jar game.
Oh, I'm absolutely in the jar game. I'm in the jar game for life now. I'm committed.
So you're moving 2. You had to get rid of your 4 in order to move your jar.
It says a 2. Oh no, I did the wrong one. Yeah. 4. 4. That's the one.
So yeah, we can refresh all our stuff.
Yeah, everyone's losing their 4s.
Not me.
It's all right.
I'm full.
Well, you're
of
not playing the
4s.
jar game. This is
jar game's not for me. I'm too busy serving everybody, making them.
You're over
happy.
there. You've got a horse. You're just like reserving a horse. There's poor Hank and Bandit are just standing
It's like
by
you
your
stay in
house,
the
just being
stables,
like, "Are you
Hank.
gonna rock?"
You
You
sleep with
ordered
the
a
horses.
horse. What are you doing? Like, we're here for
Stay
a
there.
boat
I'll
ride.
feed you
It's
when
been
I'm ready.
hours.
I'll feed you when I'm ready. He came all the way from he came all the way from Denver, Colorado with me.
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
It's like, come on, Hank. We're going down. You're joining us on this trip. I promise I'll feed you when we get there. All right, that's the end of the rest action. Lindsay, you are now the first player.
Yay. All right, so let me just pull these off. All right. What
Out.
do I have? Okay. What do I have? Where did all the recipes go that I wanted?
I cooked them all.
They've all mysteriously vanished. That's weird. I'm gonna go ahead and still cook. I'm gonna go 1. Land on this picnic spot. Now I am near a nut, so I still get an extra victory point. I love those tokens so much. They are my favorite tokens. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cook this delicious. Oh, I guess I should discard these other ones since I've used them. Oopsie daisies. I'm gonna go ahead and cook this, which is 7 points, but I get 8 because I have my super special victory point.
You're crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the one, Isaac. I'm gonna beat you this time.
You're
I know
really
it.
good. I'm
doing really good. I've been practicing a lot against my fiance, who won't play with me anymore. All right, so go ahead, Josh, while I slowly feed these ingredients in other bags.
That would be terrible for me. Team Panda. No.
Remove 3.
Be good for
Go
Josh. Though.
here.
Caitlin says, this horse has been on a journey to get some dinner. Yes, he has.
One day I'll throw him a cookie. Throw him some short.
You even have it. You have the thing to feed him.
I refuse to feed him. It's not time yet, Hank. You gotta wait.
Let's see. Who wants?
Hi.
What do I got? I got dinner. Who wants some dinner over here? Anyone? This wants some there.
It's my turn.
What will you do, Josh?
Just foraged. There's a point. There's a full tilt point here, right? Where like, how many turns are left? I have to start using these ingredients. I have to.
You have to. I think it's time. All right, my turn. I think it's the time. My turn.
But what if something better comes up?
You're done, right?
Better than all of them? You can make all of them.
All right.
No, I can't make all of them.
Let's see.
You can. There's
weird things like bark. Like I've just haven't gotten bark.
I'm gonna move 2, and I'm gonna go ahead and gain 1 off the top here because I'm cooking and serving. So I'll gain this, and then I'm going to serve Ness the cookies I promised Hank.
Oh my god! The poor horse.
All right, and Ness is in play. On to you.
All right.
Zero.
What do I got as far as ingredients? Oh, it's getting
non-jar game.
It's getting tight. Is what it's getting. How many turns do we have left? Oh, we got plenty of turns left. Never mind. We got turns for days still.
We're good.
Yeah, we're not that close to the end. All right, cool. So I'm gonna cook.
Well,
if I can get there. I'm fine. Look at me. I'm fine. 1, 2, 3. That's not got a nut on it. That does. All right, so I'll use my wild. Go 1. Hop over Josh. Oh, does that have a leaf? And it has a nut? Oh my god, so good. So good. I'm going to cook the granola.
Ridiculous.
For 2 seaweed. So I loaded up on all that seaweed early on. It's all paying off now.
All right.
And then I'm going to get 2 extra points because of my skill tokens. I think that's 3, 4, 5, so I get to go 1 more.
Nice. Jumping ahead.
You're pretty far down there on that victory tracker. I feel like I'm pretty high up. I don't know who's to say what's good or bad.
Your turn, Josh.
Yeah.
The chat is really feeling for Hank right now after you've given Hank's cookies. Someone you just met. Someone you
Poor
just
Hank.
met.
Look at him with his smile and his hats. Even Bandit has a little hat on. Oh, they're so trusting and kind. Too bad.
Is Hank? I thought Hank was the horse.
No, Hank is Bandits. They're not Bandits.
I thought
horse.
Bandit was the one
I'm
with
very
the
confused.
Bandits handkerchief.
Who knows? You'll have to read the story to find out.
Who's Hank? Wait, seriously though, but like, do we know who Hank and Bandit? Which one's Hank and which one's Bandit?
We don't know. They're in the first story. You'll have to find out. Oh, the common sorrel was only there for a moment, but look at that art. It's so cute. Little ones.
Oh, did you know, Isaac, we picked the winners of the ingredient votes today?
Oh, God, I'm grabbing the entire deck. Oh, what were they?
Well, winning with a giant wave of votes was Fiddlehead Ferns, was the most voted for ingredient, which
cool.
I appreciate as well. And then Morel's won in the fungi
Nice.
section. Here, I actually have, let me pull up the ingredient votes right here and I'll read them. So Morel's won for fungi.
Nice.
Gooseberries were very popular.
Amazing.
So gooseberries will now be in the game. Hazelnuts are now going to be in the game.
Yum.
Anise hyssop, which is something I don't know what that is, but apparently a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really popular. So that's going to be featured, which is super cool. I can't wait to find out what that is. Wild mint, which I'm really excited about.
Or something, right?
I think, yeah, like you can make tea out of it. Because I did look up everything to just verify that they were all like forgeable ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely is, but it seems like maybe out in the Midwest, it's much more popular or like more well known. Wild mint, which is something that I used to forage with my grandmother, which is super cool. That one. And the barks and stems, the fiddlehead fern. And Jerusalem artichokes, which my favorite soup in the world is made with Jerusalem artichokes.
Ooh, nice.
Or sunchokes, as some people know them. But yeah, the sunchoke cream soup is the best soup I've ever had.
Well, I guess we know what the recipe is going to be.
Well, I'll submit it. Everyone gets to vote on the recipes. That's what my submission is going to be. If you see someone who's not called Lindsay submitting sunchoke cream soup over and over again, it's me. And then wild rice, one for the aquatic plant category.
Ooh, delicious. I saw a video on how to forage that, which is really interesting. They did it all in a canoe, and just like snapped the reeds right into the boat and just grabbed everything.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
I've never even seen wild rice, or if I have, I didn't know I was seeing it. Let's see, whose turn is it?
I think Josh just went, so it's probably my turn.
We've been chatting.
Sorry, got distracted.
Yeah, no worries.
Too excited. Alrighty.
So yeah, if you go in, so those are the ingredient winners. So we're running some really cool community events and stuff on the backer kit page. And now that we have those ingredients decided on, everyone can go ahead and comment with their favorites, not here, but on the backer kit page. Go ahead and comment with what dish you would make from one of those ingredients. And we will pick our favorite submissions, and then everyone will vote on those, and they will become real recipe cards in the game. Which I am really excited to see people's creative cooking. All right.
What are you going to do?
I don't know anymore. I've really lost the plot over here. All right. I don't even know where I am. Here I am. All right. So 1, 2. Ooh, that's nice. But I can't get that far. Oh no. Oh no, I used my wild too soon. I used it too soon.
That's right.
Oh, this is terrible.
I think you'll be fine.
All right. I'm going to go 2. I'm going to move 2. Yeah, I'm going to move 2. That is definitely the move I'm going to take. All right, so 1, and I'll hop over you, 2. And I get a, whatever's on the back, so I'm going to go ahead and get a lettuce, and then I'm going to go ahead and get a nut. And I'm going to go ahead and get a garlic, and then I can forage. And I'm going to forage this really delicious berry that I found. And that is my turn.
All right, Josh. You gonna feed people?
Well, I guess I feel like I should. No, I'm not gonna, but
my gosh.
But because Lindsay moved here, I can use my 1 so I can cook something.
Nice.
We'll be cooking something. I will be progressing the game as an active participant in some way.
What are you cooking?
Let me see here. I'm going to go after the tea berry ice cream.
Very nice.
And then I gain a leaf, but I spend a leaf, so that's even there. Scoring points.
Right.
It's happening.
Nice.
Yeah, you're really flying up that board quickly. It's a little nerve-wracking.
Happening.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Nope, not to forage. Nope, I'm going to study. I need to stop the library. I must study this. Bark.
Yeah, I've been trying to make that happen this whole time, and I just haven't been anywhere near Bark in a time that would work. I've been staring at that skill token this whole time.
I think you're good with foraging.
No, I want more.
You don't need
Isaac,
more ingredients. What are you going to upgrade foraging for?
I will forage everything.
Too much.
Well, we've given Josh the joy of foraging to the extreme.
Oh, yeah.
The game is doing its job.
Foraging. It's there.
Completely unsustainable foraging. I'm just grabbing from the roots and pulling it all up. This is mine.
No.
Do you realize, Josh, that because you moved there, it completely ruins the space I was going to go to?
That's really cool.
Do you understand the impact?
I would say I'm not a spiteful person, but I don't want to lie to all the people that are on here watching.
This is just, look at this. 1, 2, the place I was going to be and had a really great plan for.
That's
and
a
then
good spot.
3 to this spot that I have no need for whatsoever.
Yeah, that's no good. That's not a great spot.
You can always reserve. Reserving is power.
Very. This is just. I don't need any more nuts. I'm filled with nuts over here. It's poor character.
Squirrel Road over here.
Yeah. All right, and that's it. That was my begrudging turn.
All right. I have a little bit more joy in my turn.
You're not next. Isn't Josh next?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I should hold myself.
I am going to have the ultimate joy now. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to cook or I'm going to serve, but I know one of these things has to happen. That's not me. This one is me. Here. Going here. And what can I make for my kaleidoscope of things? Well, I gain a leaf. That happens. And I guess I'll serve. I feel like I should serve. But what's going to be fun is I'm going to be serving, but what I'm really serving for is to gain more ingredients.
No! I wanted that one so bad. But
so I'm just really using this to get more aquatic vegetation here.
Ooh, well, that can be useful.
Yeah, just more foraging. This was another path to more forage.
Some more foraging.
I will never stop foraging.
Blue Steel Momo says, are we on game 1 or 2? We are playing a single game, but we are on the second trip.
Yes.
So we've played essentially the first round of the game, which takes place over 2 rounds. And we are doing our second trip, which is taking place in Oaxaca, Mexico. Our last one was in Colorado, where Isaac dragged this poor horse and owner, Hank and Bandit, all the way from Colorado to Mexico and still has not fed them.
They love me. It'll all be okay. They'll get theirs in the end.
That sounds ominous.
Yeah.
They'll get theirs in the end.
All right. Is it my turn? Yes?
It is your turn.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and if any movie executives that are watching would like to call us about Wild Gardens, the foraging horror film, Isaac has a script for you, ready to go.
1 space. I'm going to get 2 barks. Let's see. 1, 2, and 2 more flowers. Your turn, Lindsay.
All right, I have to rest because I'm out of tokens. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, I only have 1 4 left. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save that. And instead, I'm going to get rid of... Isaac, what's this one in the corner?
What's up?
I apologize for not knowing. Number 3. What's number 3 do?
You can go ahead and discard 1 victory point to gain 1 skill token at random.
Oh, no. I'm going to gain skill token. I'm getting points. That's ridiculous. Not doing that. Gaining 2 points. About to lap the board.
Nice.
So the Twitch video. So what we're saying, sorry, hopefully this one won't glitch for you. What we were saying is that this is one game that we're playing tonight, but we're on round 2 of the game. So the game takes place over the course of 2 separate trips. We have done our first trip and we are about to be on the last day of our second trip.
Yeah, it's about to close here in a sec.
Right, Isaac.
Although I find that my voice does have the ability to break Twitch and all other electronics on a regular basis. It's like Dresden. Like, just being around electronics just is a bad thing for them.
I appreciate the Dresden callback. I feel like I tried to get my wife into it. She read like a few of the books, and then she's like, "There's a TV show." I'm like, "No, there's not. Don't worry about that. We don't talk."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't talk about that TV show.
No.
Let's see, who's deciding? Isaac, are you deciding what to do?
Yeah, I think it's my turn.
Okay.
Sorry. I gotta rest.
No worries.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give up my wild. No, I can't do that. Not in the last rounds. I'll give up my 2 and gain a Hazard from the top. Your turn, Josh.
All right, I think that's it. Yep, and that would pass.
No.
So much pressure. Only 3 actions left. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's getting a little tight now.
A little.
Starting to feel it.
I might have too many ingredients, guys.
Now, remember, Josh, when cooking, you can use any 3 matching ingredients to substitute for 1 ingredient of your choice.
That's good information. That is
too much stuff, so you can start using them as little wild ones.
Yeah, that's going to be necessary. That feels necessary. Okay. Well, Daddy's got to get cooking or serving the other. It's got to happen. So I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to try to not spend too much time agonizing over, oh my God, what have I been doing for the last 2 hours? What has happened? Reserving recipes. That doesn't make sense at this point. Gaining more ingredients. I don't think I need that. That seems wrong. That seems bad. Oh my gosh.
There's like a lack of things to cook right now.
I know, and I don't want to make it easy for anybody.
It doesn't match anything I have. That's a problem.
No, I'm in my happy place right now.
I curse your happy place. I curse it.
Okay. I'm going to make something. Something will be made by the end
Make
of
some fennel pasta.
Sentence. By the end of this sentence right now. Okay, I'm going to make this omelet. I'm just going to go full on for points here.
There we go.
Oh, that sherbet looks so good.
Does look good.
I always wanted to get really good at cooking cactus. And it wasn't an ingredient I ever really felt like I had a good grasp on, but it's an ingredient I'd really like to explore. And if that sounded weird to anyone, I used to be a professional cook. And that's why I said things like, I wish I had a better grasp on an ingredient, because I realized now that was probably not a normal thing to say about things. But yeah, like it never came up like in any of my kitchen work and stuff. And we did European cooking and a lot of pizza. I got really good at pizza. That was a moneymaker.
See, like, instead of thinking like it was weird, I just thought I must be weird. I'm like all I use is lettuce.
Yeah, sorry.
Damn.
I'm
not doing it right. I was thinking, like, where do I get some cactus? Where do I get that around here?
It's hard to find. And every one I ever found, I ruined. So, like, I didn't do a very good job. I would get, like, paddles. And I would just ruin them. Just ruin them trying to figure them out. They were always so slimy. I never figured out how to get past the sliminess.
I'm going to cook the rhubarb pie for 2 berries.
This is ridiculous.
1, 2, and 3 bark. I'm going to use 1, 2 bark, and 3 flowers to pretend to be a bark. I merge them together into bark.
That's creepy.
Hey, I had to. I had to do what had to be done.
Yeah, so Josh, I had the same thought. Like, oh wow, did I miss out on cooking cactus? No, you're all fine. I used to go and find really weird ingredients. Although prickly pears, really good.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that people find them in the wild and can eat them, I'm incredibly jealous. That is something that would be an amazing thing to have in my area.
Yeah, I used to live in Arizona and had the opportunity and had no idea that you could even do that. I just hit cactuses while riding on a motorbike. That's what I did.
Oh, God, that sounds so painful.
That was painful. It was very, very painful. It's not the ideal.
Right.
That was not what I was intending to do.
I am serving this guest. I get an extra point because I'm next to a nut. Unfortunately, he's only worth 1 point, which is sad.
Aww.
But that's still 2 points. I'll take it. And then when served, I gain more nuts.
Oh, I forgot to gain my victory points when I.
You should probably, yeah.
Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you, Minduin. Oh, I like that too. Where are you? Okay, yeah, I'm still good. I'm doing fine. This is the day. This is Lindsay's day.
Fine.
All right, so that was my turn. I'm good.
Why did I get rid of my wild? Why did I do this?
It's tough doing it early.
I know. Oh, boy.
For love.
Oh, boy. This is basically like a passing turn. Mistakes were made. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Mistakes were made early. And they're coming to roost now.
You have plenty of things you can cook, my friend.
I can't get to a cooking space.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I'm carrying all these ingredients, and I'm like, let me cook.
He was like running past the picnic table.
Bro, let me cook. Can't. Not happening. So I will just forage nonstop. Just never ending.
You do get points for having foraged ingredients. They're just not as efficient points.
That's good. I went into this not knowing that, and yet I still did it. So this was just a plan of these scores 0, and I'm going to keep doing it anyways. So.
All right, Isaac, what are you doing? Then we got one turn after this.
Alrighty. I think
2 turns, I guess.
1, 2, 3. When I move 3, I'm going to gain a mushroom. And I think Hank's finally going to get his.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You're murdering Hank.
with kindness. With the rhubarb berry pie. I'm going to serve that over to Hank. And oh my gosh, he's so happy. So he's going to go ahead and get me 2 victory points. So I'm going to do that.
I have it as, does anyone just want dessert? Does any of these people just want... Who wants just dessert? Anyone?
Who wants their just desserts?
I need Hank.
Hank is good. Hank can also move me to any empty pixing space if I choose to discard him.
Oh, it's such a tough call. Okay.
You didn't hit on my favorite guest yet, which is the one that is very antisocial and doesn't want you to have any other guests. It is. But it came up last time we played and really messed with me. It's like, I feel like any of these types of games, whenever I see like that diverges from the way that you should be playing, I'm like, oh my God, that's the way I'm playing. That's going to happen. Spoiler alert, it did not work last time. I did not execute it, but I love that guest. I need to figure out the name. I can't remember.
What do they look like? Or is it one that the art wasn't done yet?
People, it was like, I want to say they're in winter coats, like white winter coats.
The winters.
Yeah, that's
Mr.
and Mrs. Winter.
Yes, yeah, and
they're terrifying.
I love their quotes in the solo book. I'm gushing on my own writing, which is bad. I should say that, but I do love their quotes.
As long as they stick to their very like, we don't want to be around people. As long as you like really stick to the ethos of the characters, right. I'll lock it in.
Forging.
I really respected them for that. It's like, find friends, but only us. We are your only friends. You don't need other friends.
They have a chilly atmosphere around them. I will say that.
I don't know what that means. That I was really digging it. Whatever that. These are people
I'm not surprised at all, Josh. Knowing you, I'm like, no, this lines up with what I know.
Yes, the person in charge of outreach for us.
Yeah.
Listen,
incredibly antisocial.
I think it just means like I welcome all types of people. Like you could be really scary and like it's cool. You could be antisocial and like that's fine. If it's just us, we're each other's only friends. Cool.
That's why you're so good at it. Is because you spend all your time thinking about how you wouldn't want it to happen to you.
Yeah. Or there's just like an intensity where like we can only handle a single friend. Like that's it. That's what I share with the Winters is like it's an emotional thing. We can only give so much. So we're really locked in. I'm building this out for you, Isaac. You're not taking notes. I'm noticing. I don't know.
All right. It's your turn, right, Josh? Your last
turn. The last turn.
Last turn.
I'm to cook.
Look at this man cooking. Amazing.
Do I cook or do I serve? I'm not really digging the serving. Should probably cook. Got a lot of ingredients. But I have these recipes that I could just give up. Oh.
You get 1 point.
I don't have
4 ingredients.
Oh, no, I do.
Okay. So if that helps you determine...
Yeah, so
what you want to get rid of, but you can turn in any 3 matching recipes to be, or any 3 matching ingredients to be another ingredient.
Yeah, I feel like I should be using my recipes because otherwise I already scored off them. I can get Chris and family, so that would be 5 victory points, or I could spend a whole bunch of ingredients to get like 6 would be the max victory points. So I feel like...
Oh, yeah. It's more efficient.
Yeah. That's all you had to say. More efficient. I'm there. I know I haven't been playing that way, but in my mind...
So now the last time you're like, you know what, guys, I'm going to commit to the efficiency side of things.
Well, listen, in my brain, this has all been very efficient. I'm doing a really efficient job.
All right. What to do. I can get points that way. Let's see. Another mushroom's not going to work out. Mushroom onion. Move that. So I'm going to go ahead and gain... Can't do that. I'm going to go ahead and forage. So I'm going to move 1 space, 1 whole space, forage 2 berries, and 2 flowers.
2. My dog keeps grumbling in his sleep. Even in his dreams, he's complaining. He's like really like... I made him go back there because last time we had streamed, I let him sleep under the table and he kicked the power out of the computer in his sleep. And I was like, oh, buddy, you're not going to be under the computer anymore.
Oh, man. Your turn.
All right. I'm going to cook because no one took my spot. Thank goodness. And I'm going to cook this pie with all these nuts.
Are you going to wrap the board?
I'm going to wrap the board.
What?
So 1, 2, 3. And you said 3 ingredients make any other ingredient?
Yes, when cooking.
I wish that worked. That would be cool.
That would be really cool. And then I'm gonna use 3 nuts.
Yeah. I'm moving in was that June? So if there's a way that I could stop buying groceries now and just combine ingredients, that would be the most efficient way before we move to use everything.
Lap the board with my 1 point from lettuce.
Nice.
Alrighty. My turn.
Josh, what's your final rest action?
My final rest action will finally be... Okay, so there's no reason to keep jars unless you're going to score jars right now, right?
Right, exactly.
So Athena and Odin, you have powered me to what is likely a significant loss, but that is okay. I will be discarding you to gain 3 victory points instead of taking a rest action.
All right.
All right.
So put them in the discard pile. All
right, Isaac, what are you doing?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and rest my wilds. Actually, no, I'm just going to rest my 4. To finally get in the jar game. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 jars. I have 1 onion and 1 mushroom. So I'm going to move my jar token 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool.
All right. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do 4.
Oh, I don't like that.
I shouldn't. Mushroom and a garlic. And I will move 4 jars. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look at that. Amazing.
That was a good game for me.
All right. And that's the end of the game. Let's go ahead and do our final scoring stuff. So you can go ahead and set your jars back to 0 and just add it to your main victory points. So I have plus 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my jar will go to 0. I'm going to add 16.
Yeah. Just do it in my head real quick to make sure I got it.
Boom. Got it?
Yep.
Cool. All right, then, and any end game scoring characters? Juanita and Ishiko get me 2 victory points, or 1 victory point for every 2 raspberries that I have. I get 2 more victory points. 1, 2. Then, let's see. Nope. And the end of the game, I gain 2 victory points for each guest that I don't have in my play area, that I have in my play area that don't have a jar icon. So I have 2, so I'm going to get 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that's it for me there. And then we gain 1 victory point for every 4 ingredients that we have. So I get 2 more victory points. 2.
Get 2 more.
What about you, Josh? How many? 5? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you did close the gap quite a bit. You ended up.
Yeah, I was going to say you got a lot closer to me for not cooking or just hoarding ingredients.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I would say I was,
strategy.
You know what it is? It's like when there's guests that show up that do not fit what I've been cooking, I'm just like, I get so stubborn and I'm like, nope, just keep foraging. It'll come around. And then it doesn't. And I'm like, uh-oh. So I was probably like 2 or 3 turns behind doing something important here. But yeah.
That's still pretty close. So you still lap the board, though. It's crazy that strategy actually worked out.
I didn't even get there. I was so close. I was too preoccupied to think. All right, everybody. Well, that was our gameplay of Wild Gardens. Like we said at the beginning, like this is our Tabletopia version. Things are still subject to change and getting updated. We're still in playtesting. Some things are still getting refined. But a lot of what you see here is what you'll be getting in the game. So hopefully you enjoy all of it, and definitely check out the game on BackerKit. It will be up for the next 13 days only. So make sure to tell your friends, get it, and your support absolutely means the world to us. Like, we would not be able to make this game without you guys, and we really appreciate it. Especially, we're still growing this company, we're still trying to do amazing things, and we are so excited to share this game with you all. So if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're on social media, all the social media platforms as at Rose Gauntlet, and you can also email us at contact@rosegauntlet.com. And you can check out our website, Rose.
Or you can comment on the BackerKit too.
Yeah, on the BackerKit as well. So cool. Any other closing thoughts, Lindsay or Josh?
Buy Keystone.
Yeah, Keystone's available right now.
Can't wait for Wild Gardens. It's on the website now. Get it in your hands today. Get it.
Exactly. It is an equally adorable solo mode with secret envelopes.
Exactly. Yeah, you should
check
amazing. That out. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We really appreciate your time here today and joining us today. It was really awesome to play through with you all. And thank you for all the amazing questions. And hopefully we'll see you as backers. Bye.
See ya.